Hey guys, in this video I will show you the best Fate Hound lineups which you can use right here on Ascent, and we will start right here on A side. For the first lineup, when you are attacking, you just want to jump on top of the bike, then on top of this box and get into this corner. Then you place your crosshair right here and you jump and throw.
I'll find you.
It's gonna land right here on top of this cannon, and it would spot everyone who is in these spots. For the second lineup, you wanna get into this corner, place your crosshair on this spot, right here. If you jump, you will see there is a little antenna behind it. You place your crosshair there and you jump and throw it.
Where are you?
It's gonna land perfectly right here above this door, and it would spot anyone in these corners. And another one from the same spot right here, get into this corner and place your crosshair very easily into this cloud spot, where there is this little corner. And you very simply throw it. It's gonna land on top of this, and it would reveal anyone in these spots. If you want to reveal a main at the beginning of the round, or if you are more into the round, firstly, at the beginning of the round, just stand in this corner and place your crosshair on this cloud. There is this little mouth on the cloud, this corner. You just simply place your crosshair there, and at the beginning of the round, you throw it. It's gonna land perfectly right here on the edge, and if there's anyone in front of a main, it's gonna reveal it, and it would go all the way in the back. Second way how you do this, you just simply hug the corner of this generator, and you always aim at the tip of this building. There's a little church, and you just aim at the tip of this building, and you just simply jump and throw it.
Where are you?
Just like that. And it's gonna land once again on the edge there, and you can do this at the beginning of the round, or if you are more into the round and you wanna get some info. Another tip, if you are playing behind these dices, you can very simply just get to the corner here and place your crosshair on the chimney and throw it.
Where are you?
It's gonna land perfectly right here, as you can see, and it would spot anyone who'd be in front of the A main. And you can do this without being spot or peeking anything. Very simple and very useful. If you planted spike right here on A and you have your hound again, you just wanna go for a simple quick lineup. Just simply stand at this row right here, hug the generator and place your crosshair to the bottom of this cannon, and just like that, and you place it there. And you just throw it very simply, and it's gonna land right here on top of the ceiling, and it's gonna reveal either anyone into heaven or anyone who'd be in the garden. Or another way how you can do this, just simply stand next to this box in front of it and place your crosshair of this left iron bar to the right of it, and just simply place your crosshair like this and throw it. And it's gonna land right here, and once again it would spot anyone in this area. Now let's move on to lineup for a retake. There's a very simple one. There are these three windows, and you wanna stand in the middle of this one, just right here. Then you place your crosshair right here to the bottom left side of this iron part, just like there, and you very simply throw it. It's gonna land right here perfectly in the cannon, and it would reveal the whole side. Very simple, and it gets you a lot of info. If you are retaking a side from 3, you just wanna get into this corner right here and place your crosshair into this little gap in the middle of the tree. So you just simply aim in the middle, and you want to be aiming a little bit to the upper part of the middle, right there. So you just simply place your crosshair here and throw it. And it will land like this, and once again it would spot anyone on the side. If you are attacking, you can try doing this simple hound to spot if there's anyone open in market. Just simply stand here on top mid and try to throw it above these. So you just simply run, jump and throw it. Just like that. And it should land behind the wall, and it would spot anyone who'd be either pushed close or anyone in the market. Another way how you can spot there is by simply standing in the middle of these left doors at tiles, like this, and then you place your crosshair above this line right here on top of it. Just right there, and you jump and throw it. Just like that. And it's gonna get through here and would spot anyone in the market. You can do this either when you are pushing to B or when you want to get some mid info. Now let's move on to attacking on B side. There is this simple lineup. Just simply stand in the middle of these doors and aim right here. And then you just simply jump around and throw. You wanna run for a bit, so that way it lands perfectly right here. And that way, if it spots anyone, it will spot anyone on stairs or anyone in this line. And it's hard to counter, the enemies would have to be looking there to break it. Another way how you can try to spot anyone on B side is by simply getting close to this corner and placing your haunch ability on these two spots like this, and you simply throw it, and it's gonna land on top of this roof, and it would spot anyone in these spots. If there would be anyone market as well, or anyone stairs, a little bit of spawn, or most importantly in this line and at this switch. If you are defending on B side, you can try doing this lineup. Just simply at the beginning of the round, you have to stand here and place your crosshair right on this little antenna, the left one, just like that, just right here. And you simply jump around and throw it. It's gonna land perfectly behind the entryway to the B side, and it would spot anyone in the link here and here. It will get you a lot of info if there are even enemies in front of B. Another way how you can reveal into B main is by simply standing under the window, going into the angle like this, and just simply try to bounce it off that. And it's gonna pop in the window, and it would reveal anyone who'd be lurking in B main, so simply try doing that. In a post plant on B side, try doing this lineup. Just simply stand in this corner, place your crosshair right here, and jump and throw it. Then you can try to go for some wallbang spots, and you will get a lot of info since it lands all the way up here. It would spot either a bit of on spawn, here, and anyone who'd be in this area. Or at least you should try doing this reveal. Just simply stand anywhere in the back area and try to throw it about this part right here, just like that. Just simply aim above it, and it would still spot anyone on spawn, market, and here. And you can try to go for wallbang since this whole wall is really easily penetratable. One of the best reveals which you can do when you are retaking B side is once again pretty much throwing at the same spot. This time you wanna stand in this corner and place your crosshair very quickly right here. And you just simply throw it, don't have to do anything else. It would land right here, and it would spot the whole side just like this. It will get you a lot of info. Your enemies can try to go for wallbang spots, and you will know if the enemies are even on site. And we will start when you are attacking right here on A side. So firstly, there is this simple lineup. You just want to stand here, place your crosshair right on this A, right here, a jump, around, and throw. Just like that. And it's gonna land every time on top of this car, and it would reveal anyone in these spots. Pretty useful. Second, very easy to do lineup is by simply jumping up all the way here, and then you place your crosshair right here at the bottom of this leaf where it meets this building, just right there, and you very simply throw it. There's not much more to it, and it's gonna land perfectly right here on the roof, and it would spot anyone in these spots, as you can see, even anyone in this area, or anyone who'd be hiding here, or the whole backside. In showers, there is this simple lineup. Try simply stand it anywhere in this area, and then you will see on top of the building this yellow triangle, and you wanna place it in this part right here. You simply place there your crosshair, and you jump, run, and throw it. You just wanna run for a bit, just like this. And it's gonna land perfectly on this spot. And it will spot, as you can see, the whole backside, these close corners, heaven, or anywhere in this area. When defending on A, there are these lineups, which you can do at the beginning of the round. So firstly, this one, just simply stand at this spot and hug the wall. Then you place your crosshair right in the middle of this towel, and you jump and throw it. And it's gonna land perfectly right here, and it would reveal anyone who'd be standing in front of the A area. Another great lineup for defending is by simply standing here in the middle of this box and simply place your crosshair to the right of this antenna. Then you simply jump, run, and throw. Just like that. And it's gonna land all the way here in the back, and it would spot either anyone in the A link or anyone in here in lobby. If you wanna throw your eye in front of the showers, you just wanna stand right here, pretty much anywhere, and place your crosshair into this corner, a little bit to the left so you don't accidentally hit it, and you jump around and throw. Just like that. And it's gonna land all the way here in front of this entrance, and you would spot either anyone here in the baths or anyone who'd be here. Another trick which you can do with Fate Unbind is that you can throw your reveals through the TPs, just like that. And you can either TP with it and try to surprise the enemies, or you can just simply throw it into either hookah and try to help your teammates on B side to wallbang them. If you are playing post plant, you can just wanna try to look for the antenna right here, and you just simply jump and throw it.
Find you.
Pretty much from any spot that on side, it will pretty much always run here, and it will reveal if there's no heaven or backside. Very easy to do. Another reveal which you can do either in post plant or when you're attacking on site is by simply standing to the left side of this so that you can see this part of these boxes, and you simply place your crosshair right here to the left side of it and throw it with a jump,
I'll find
just like that. And it's gonna land right here on top of the building, and it would reveal anyone who's backside, close to showers, or anyone here if you haven't entered the site yet. Now when you are retaking, you just want to do the same thing as you did before. Stand in this doorway right here and place your crosshair above this, pretty much in this area, and just simply jump and throw it,
I'll find
just like that. And it's gonna land all the way here, and it would reveal anyone who'd be in these spots, and it can very much help you when you are retaken. It will get you a lot of info. Now let's move on to attacking on B side. At the beginning of the round, you just want to stand in this corner. Then when the game begins, you just want to place your crosshair right here on this thing, and you jump and throw your hound ability.
Where are you?
And it's gonna fall through this window, and it's gonna fall right here, and it would spot anyone who'd be in hookah. When you are pushing on B side, there are two ways how you can do your hound. Either you wanna stand here and place your crosshair right on this roof, and you jump around and throw it, just like that, and that way it's gonna land right here on this corner. It would reveal anyone in these spots, as you can see. Or there's another way, however this time you just wanna jump and throw it from this corner, and you place your crosshair right here next to these wires,
There.
and you jump and throw it,
Where are you?
just like that. And it will reveal anyone who'd be in these spots. Another way how you can reveal B side from long is by simply standing at this flower right here. Place your crosshair in the middle blank to the left of it, and very simply throw it.
Find you.
It's gonna go over the wall and perfectly land right here. That way it would clear these close corners
There.
and check if there's anyone at these spots. Very simple. If you want to gain info when you are defending, if there's anyone on long, just simply stand in this corner, place your crosshair right here, and simply jump and throw it,
I'll find
just like that. It's gonna land right here on the edge, and it would spot anyone all the way on long, and get you a lot of info. Another way how you can reveal enemies at the beginning of the round is by simply standing in this area in hookah, placing your crosshair right here, and then going down until you hit this spot. Then you simply throw it, and you want to do it at the beginning of the round, since this is pretty much the only time where it will spot enemies, and if there's anyone in the range of it, so he will get spotted. So it would look like this, and at the beginning of the rounds the enemy would get spotted, pretty much anyone. It would be hard to break since enemies would never really expect this. Another one which you can do right here from side even is by simply you want to run this way and be aiming a little bit above this box in the middle, anywhere in this area, and you just simply run and jump and throw it, just like that, and it should make it behind this spot. You should try to do this and try to practice it, so it's a bit harder to do. You need to get the timing right, but after that it would always land right here and get you the info from a very safe spot right here from backside. If you are retaking B side, a great lineup is by simply standing anywhere in this area and placing your crosshair to the right side of this. You simply jump, run and throw it, just like that. And it's gonna land right here on the edge, and it would spot the whole side if there's anyone in these spots. A great one to use, definitely try to use it with your teammates so that they can get information from this reveal. So yeah, definitely try this. And we'll start right here with these two simple lineups on A side. So for the first one, when you are on ramp and you're attacking, you want to get into this corner, get stuck in this corner and place your cursor right here on this spot. Doesn't have to be pixel perfect, and you simply throw it.
Where are you?
It's gonna land perfectly right here, and that way it would spot anyone in these spots. It will spot the whole site, anyone on stairs even, and get you the info if there's anyone right here. For the second lineup, you wanna be standing in this corner, then you turn around and you will see this huge tower. And you wanna simply place your crosshair on this
There.
yellow part
There.
right in the middle, just right
There.
here. You place your crosshair there and you jump and throw.
I'll find you.
It's gonna land right here on this corner and it would spot anyone on top of the site, stairs, or anyone in this general area. When gaining control of a main, I like to do this simple eye.
Find
Just
you.
bounce it off this wall, so that way it lands right here, and if there would be anyone holding, he would have to break it or get himself revealed. So just simply at the beginning of the round, run
Where are
and throw it like this, and it would bounce off and get you the control of a main. If you are pushing into side, there's plenty of ways how you can do your eye. You can do a very simple one just like this. That way, if it lands right here in the middle, it's easy to break, but it gets you the whole info, and whoever breaks it, you will know his position. Or you can just very simply throw it under the site,
I'll find
just
you.
like that. That way you would get the info if there's anyone under the site. Or you can just simply throw it right here, but it really depends on the enemies and how they are playing. So try to find out their playstyle. When defending, you can try doing this at the beginning of the round. Just stand anywhere between in these spots and place your crosshair up right here.
There.
You jump, run and throw.
I'll find you.
Just like that. It's gonna land right here on spawn and get you the info if there's anyone
There.
in front of B or anyone in front of A. And trying this can get you a valuable info, so that way you know where the enemies can be located. If you wanna be fighting A main, you can try throwing your eye very simply by simply bouncing off of this wall, just like
Where
that.
are you?
So that way you get the info if there's anyone, or you just wanna throw it like this.
Where are you?
Both ways work pretty much the same. The hound ability will be easily broken, but you will still get your info, which you really need. Right here on this, you can do a very simple lineup for info in front of it. At the beginning of the run, just stand here, place your crosshair on this tip, jump and throw.
I'll find you.
And it's gonna land perfectly right here on top of it, and that way if there's anyone pushing this, you will spot them. And once again, for enemies it would be hard to spot, and they would have to flick all the way there to break it. If you are taking a side, you can do a very simple lineup by simply standing right here. You wanna crouch and make sure you aim above this corner, pretty much anywhere in this area. You throw it and it's gonna land on top of these boxes. That way it would spot anyone who would be in these spots on site. Or another way, a much simpler one, is just simply run and throw it in the back. That way you will get the info if there's anyone under the site on stairs or on top side. So this one works very simply and very well. Now let's move on to attacking on B side and start from this side. There are two simple ones which are pretty much, they are from the same spot, but they are a little bit different. For the first one, you want to stand anywhere at this corner and place your crosshair on this corner on the roof, right here.
There.
You aim there and very simply throw it. That way it's gonna land right here and you would spot anyone in these spots. Especially behind these boxes, tower and spawn. And there's other way how you can do this. You wanna do literally the same thing. However, this time you wanna be still aiming right here and you wanna just run a little bit forward. So it would look like this.
Where are you?
And of course you jump. It's a little bit harder, but however you would get more info out of it. It will land right here in the back. It will spot anyone here behind these boxes, more of spawn, arcade and all of these spots. It lands right here and it gets you a lot of info, as you can see. If you are pushing from arcade, you can do this simple lineup. Just stand in front of this box, place your crosshair right above this tube, right here, run, jump and throw.
I'll find you.
Just like that, it will go over it and land all the way on spawn. That way you will know if there's someone at this link or behind the generator or anyone on this B side, behind the dices. Very simple to use and get you a lot of info. When defending, you can try doing this lineup at the beginning of the round. Just simply stand here in the back, place your crosshair right here on this little tip on the tree, run forward and throw it, and of course jump. That way it will land right here in the tree and it would spot anyone in these spots. Enemies would never break it and it will still spot them. A very simple to use and very effective one. To do this in front of arcade, you wanna stand in front of this. At the beginning of the round, place your crosshair right here, jump and throw.
find you.
just like that. It will always land on the edge right here, and it would spot anyone who would be in this area, and it will get you the info very fast, and you can react based on that. When retaking, there are two ways. You can either throw it very simply into the backside, just like that, or make sure it lands right here. Just so simply aim like this,
Find you.
and it will land right here, and it can get you the info if there's anyone in these spots when you are retaking. And you will start right here when you are attacking on A. So firstly, there are these two. You can do a very simple one to aim right here, jump, run and throw,
Where are you?
just like that. And it's gonna land all the way here on top, and it would spot anyone mostly behind these pyramids. And once again, the most important thing is that it is hard to break, so it will always get you the scan. The other way how you can do this lineup is by simply standing in this area, and we want to just simply peek it a little bit and place your cursor right here on this part, run a bit forward and throw it,
Where are
just like that. And it's gonna land right here on these pipes. Once again, this time it spots you
find you?
all the way here in this corner, and once again gets you a little bit off this backside and anyone who would be here. Another way how you can support A or reveal A with your hound is by simply standing right here in the cube at these fires, and then placing your cursor right here. You simply place your cursor there and throw it.
Find you.
It's gonna land right here on top of this, and the interesting thing is it will spot anyone even through this, so it's a little bit back, so it's up to you if you want to use it. Or the other way, you can place it a bit more to the left right here, place your cursor there and throw it. It's gonna pretty much be the same way, however this one is a little bit better since this gets higher, and it would spot anyone all the way here. So if there's anyone behind the pyramids or close, he would get spotted. If you wanna throw your eye on top of this pyramid, you just wanna be standing in the corner of this, and then peek a little bit to the left, aim above the middle of the pyramid until you hit this blue ceiling, place your cursor on the ledge there and throw it. And it's gonna land perfectly on the ceiling here, and it will get spot the whole side. So this one is probably the best one, however you are revealing yourself to these spots, so be careful when using it. There should be wall, so that if there is a viper wall it's quite safe to do, but still be careful.
I'll find you.
Another lineup which you can use when you are defending is this one. Simply standing on this bridge, aim right here on this corner, run forward and throw it,
Where are you?
just like that. And it's gonna land perfectly on this pyramid, and it would spot anyone on site in these spots. Another spot where you can use this one is by simply standing in this corner, then you place your crosshair right on this spot, and you go down until you hit this corner of the container, and then you throw your eye, and it's gonna land very simply right here on the pyramid once again, and it will reveal you enemies on the site. Usually these spots are smoked off, or there is a wall, and you can do your eye on top of this orange container by simply throwing it all the way here. Just simply aim here, run forward and throw it, so it would look like this.
Where are you?
Just like that. It's gonna land there, and it would spot anyone behind the smoke, and you can try to wallbang them and kill them through the smoke. This eye will be hard to break for enemies since it lands in this spot. They would have to turn all the way around and break it immediately. On B there is few lineups which you can use. One of them is which you can do right here on B, by simply standing between this wood and cannon, pretty much in the middle in the way, and you place your cursor right here. Then you run forward and throw it,
Where are you?
just like that. And it's gonna land all the way here, and if you spot anyone
I'll find you.
in this area who would be anywhere on site. There's other way which is much easier, which I would recommend you using when you are going on B, by simply trying to pick this and replacing your cursor in this area, and you simply throw it. Very simple, it always lands on this tower right here, and it will get you the info if the enemies are in the backside, or anyone who would be in this area as well. If you are retaking B though, you can use this lineup when you are going through mid, just by simply placing your crosshair here, running forward and throwing it, just like this.
Where are you?
And I will usually land on this spot, either on top of this or anywhere here, and if it lands right here,
I'll find you.
it would reveal anyone who'd be backside and in these spots. Very simple one, can get you a lot of info. Once again, it would be hard to break since enemies would never expect you to that eye to land there. When you are defending, you can throw your eye on top of this by simply running forward and throwing it. You can aim right on top of this.
There.
Just simply run, jump and throw.
Where are you?
Just like that. And it's gonna land right here and it would spot the middle for you. And you can do a similar thing from the doors as well by simply going here, place your cursor above it and throwing it forward without pretty much anything doing else. Without doing anything else. Just like that. And it would spot anyone on middle. And we will start with this simple lineup right here on ramp. You wanna simply hack this wall like this. And you wanna aim above this line right here on this
There.
darker part where it starts, and you simply place your cursor in and throw it, and it's gonna land there perfectly. Good thing about this, it doesn't have to be super precise, just always hack the wall and throw it.
Find you.
And as you can see, the eye will land here and it would spot anyone who'd be trying to be aggressive or anyone in these spots in general. Another lineup for A side is this one. Simply stand in the middle and hack the wall and place your cursor on this corner right here on the ceiling as well
Where are
and throw it. The eye will land right here and it will spot most of the site and get you a lot of info if you wanna push in. Another lineup is from this spot. You wanna stand right here, place your cursor on this corner right there, and you wanna jump, run and throw.
I'll find you.
And you wanna run just for a bit so it lands right here, and it would spot anyone on site and people who are backside or right here. Another lineup, you wanna stand right here, go in the back and make sure these two corners collide together, and you place your cursor into the gap there, and you wanna jump, run and throw.
I'll find you.
Just like that. And it should land right here on these screens and spot anyone who'd be backside or coming into the site, as you can see. However, if you are defending, there's not many ways what you can do when you are just doing some simple lineups. You can do this at the beginning of the round, or just throw it on the other side as well, so that way you get the info if the enemies are simply coming. But for retakes, for example, there is this great lineup. Just simply hack this wall, place your cursor right on this line and throw your eye.
Find you.
And it's gonna land right here, and it would spot anyone who'd be pushed up or anyone in these spawns in after plant. Another spot which you can use is this one. Simply place your cursor right here on this flying thing, on this flying stone, and you wanna jump and throw.
Where are you?
And it's gonna be right here, land right here, and it would spot anyone who'd be backside or anyone who is pushed up in these spots. Another lineup is right here on mid. You wanna stand at this little intersection right here. It's marked by this arrow, and you wanna place your cursor in between the satellites right here between their antennas. And you wanna just simply jump, run and throw.
I'll find you.
It will land perfectly on this spot, and it's gonna spot anyone who'd be in kitchen, who'd be close right here at this orange, on boiler, or anyone pushed on pallet. But it doesn't spot the people who'd be hacking the wall, so have that in mind. And for that, you can do this lineup. Just simply hop on top of this, place your cursor right here, and you wanna just simply jump and throw.
I'll find you.
This eye will land right here and it would spot you if there's anyone on boiler. If you wanna try to challenge them, usually enemies would be trying to hold that, and the eye would surprise them since they would not ever see it coming. When pushing on B, you can do this lineup. Just simply stand here and place your cursor anywhere in this general area on this crane. Simply jump and throw.
Where are you?
And it's gonna land on this green one, and it will spot anyone who'd be in these spots. If you've made your way closer, you can just simply crouch at these spots and place your cursor right here and simply throw it.
I'll find you.
Your eye will land like this, and it will spot anyone behind the yellow or anyone right here. But have in mind that the enemies can still hide in these spots close to the container. If you are pushing on site and you wanna rebuild site, there's nothing easier than doing your lineup like this. You wanna try to aim right here, jump, run and throw.
Where are you?
Just like that, and it would land anywhere on this spot, and it would spot you anyone who'd be in this area. Super easy to do, and it will get you a lot of info since it lands pretty high up. And of course you can use it even when you are in after plant. You can just simply aim anywhere right here, and you wanna just jump and throw once again. just like that, and it's gonna land there and you can kill enemies. It will usually spot them. Or you can do this, just simply turn around, throw your iron behind you, and it would reveal anyone who would be plant defusing if the enemies are already here. And one of my favorite tricks to do when you know that the enemies are close or it's a retake already, you can just simply throw your eye here, activate it, and make sure it lands right on top of this wall, and it would spot anyone who'd be pushing, as you can see. It goes all the way here in the back, so it would spot anyone right here. And if you start right here when you are attacking with this simple and very effective lineup, you want to stand right here where the barrier will be, and then you place your crosshair right here. Very simply where these bushes meet with the side of this wall. Simply place your crosshair there and jump and throw. Just like that. It's gonna land right here on this spot. That way it would spot anyone under heaven, anyone's side, here in the back, or anyone who would be here, or all the way to spawn. Very simple and very effective lineup. Or you can stand on the other side where the barrier will be and place your crosshair right here. And then you once again jump and throw. And it will land right here on this corner. This one clears a bit more of the ramp, so that way you would know if there would be someone trying to push you. Won't get that much of backside, but still gets you spawn and heaven pretty well. You can even try to fake right here on A, or you can just try to spot anyone on the ramp right here. So you just simply place your crosshair anywhere in this area, just above this wall, jump, run and throw. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, it will pretty much always land right here, and it will get you the info if there's anyone pushing ramp. You can do this at the beginning of the round or try to fake go in A. If you are defending, there's plenty of ways how you can use your hound ability. Very simple one is by simply standing right here in heaven, and then you wanna look for this antenna right here. You just place your cursor on the top there, and you run forward and you throw it when you are in this area right here. So it would look like this. Doesn't have to be pixel perfect or anything, it would pretty much always land in this area on the roof, and you would spot anyone in front of A main or anyone who would be right here on the main. Another way how you can do this is by simply standing here. You just want to peek it a bit, so that way you'll see this little gap. You want to stand pretty much anywhere in the middle of this ramp, and then you want to peek slowly and place your crosshair next to this wooden part. Just between the wall and the wooden part right here. And then you simply throw it without anything else. It's gonna land perfectly right here on this corner and spot anyone on the ramp or in front of A main or anyone who will be already in. If you are retaking A side, there's two ways how to throw your arrow. One of them is to try to throw it right here on the ground, so you wanna just simply peek like this, place your crosshair pretty much on the roof right here, and you wanna jump and throw it. Just like that. And it should land either in the back or on top of the crown. In this case it would land right here, and it would spot anyone perfectly on the back side. And for enemies it would be very hard to flick all the way here and to break the eye immediately. They would usually get scanned and you would get the info. Another way how to do very similar thing is by simply standing here when you are entering A side, just right here. Place your crosshair where this line meets with this wall, these two, and you just simply jump, run and throw. You wanna run just for a little bit. It's gonna land right here in the back, and it would spot anyone on side or anyone in an elbow. Very simple and very effective as well. On mid, there's not many lineups that I would recommend to you. You can always try to throw your eye anywhere right here, just very simple like this. It would land either on top of the box or it would bounce and try to spot anyone right here or right here. So just simply try to aim for this box. Or other way, when you are pushing, there are two ways that you can use it. First one is by simply throwing it into vent to get the info if there's anyone waiting for you. Or the other way, which I like more, is to just simply bounce off of this wall, just like this. And the enemy would usually fall back and try to break it, since they would know it's coming, and they would mess up their crosshair placement, and then you would have time to pick them and try to get the advantage that you've got yourself. If you are attacking on B, there are two ways how I like to throw my eye. Firstly, you just want to climb all the way here, place your crosshair on this corner of this pink building right there, and just simply run and throw it.
Where are
Just like that. And it's gonna land always on this corner. That way it will get you the info if there's anyone in heaven looking into B main, or anyone in the backside or on spawn, or anywhere on rafters as well. Second way I like to do a very simple lineup is by simply throwing it all the way here in the back,
Where are you?
just like that. It always lands right here, and that way the enemies would have to turn around and break it. Or another way, you can simply come here, crouch and throw it on the corner right here. Just aim
There.
at the top of this ceiling right here and a little bit below it,
Where are you?
and throw it. And it's gonna land on top of this box without you revealing yourself to the enemies, and it would spot anyone who'd be in these spots
I'll find you.
right here. And of course anyone on rafters as well. When you are defending, you can try doing this lineup. You wanna align yourself with this corner and place your crosshair right in the middle of the gap right
There.
here on this
There.
slot. You wanna run for a little bit and throw it.
Where are you?
Just like that. And it's gonna land right here, and it would spot anyone in front of B main. And lastly, very simple and great lineup to use when you are retaking is by simply placing your crosshair right here on top of this little tower right there to the right side of it, and run and throw it.
I'll find you.
Just like that. And it's gonna land right here. It would check with the whole backside, anyone in this area as well. You can try to aim a bit higher, and it would land even a bit further, and it would get you this info. So it's pretty much the same, but it's up to you what you wanna scan more. You'll start right here when you are trying to get control of long. So you wanna just stand in this simple corner right here and place your crosshair into this spot right here. Then you jump and throw it at your highest point of your jump,
Where are you?
just like that. The eye is gonna land right here on this little tower, and it would spot anyone who'd be trying to peek long or trying to be hiding here anywhere, and it would simply spot them. As you can see, it would spot anyone in this area. Another lineup, you wanna stand right here on these boxes, place your crosshair right on this corner of the building and throw it.
Where are you?
It's gonna land right here and spot anyone who'd be on site in this area, even anyone on short close. Another way how you can spot anyone on A side is by simply throwing your eye on the roof. So you just wanna stand in this general area and place your crosshair anywhere here and jump and throw it.
Where are you?
It's gonna land on the roof perfectly, and it would spot anyone who'd be in these spots. Pretty much you would throw the eye anywhere in this direction, so it would spot anyone behind these boxes or anyone in these corners. And of course heaven. Of course you can do a similar thing from sewers. You just wanna stand in this corner and place your crosshair where these two corners meet, just like so that you don't aim at any of these. So just like this, and you just place your crosshair anywhere in this area,
Where are you?
and it's gonna land perfectly on this corner. That way it would spot anyone who'd be in these spots. If you are defending, you can just simply run here at the beginning of the round and place your crosshair on this corner
There.
of the roof and place it a bit to the right. Then you just wanna run, jump and throw it just before you hit this corner. So it will look like this.
I'll find you.
Just like that. And it's gonna land either anywhere on top of this,
There.
or it will go a little bit over the wall and land right here. Anyway, it would still spot and get you the info if there's anyone in A main, since the enemies would never try to be aiming here or here in this direction. If you are retaking A side, there's plenty of ways how to do a simple lineup. Firstly, you wanna stand in this corner and place your crosshair right here on this tube, the second one. You place it right in the middle and throw your eye.
Find you.
And it's gonna land right here on this edge, and it would spot anyone in this area, anyone who'd be hiding here, especially at graffiti or on default. Second, a bit faster way how to do this is by simply jumping on top of this first box, and once again you just place your crosshair in the middle of this lock and you throw it. It's gonna land right here on this corner this time, but it still gets this very similar thing job done. It still checks if there's anyone graffiti
Plant the spike.
under the heaven or on default. Right here on B, there's not many lineups, but there's one simple. You can just simply go to this corner and place your crosshair right here in the middle of the doors. There is this little sound, and you just simply aim there and throw your eye without any running and anything. And it would land right here, and it would spot anyone who'd be in these spots. Very simple, it would get you quite a lot of info, and you could come to the site knowing that there's pretty much no one close to the entrance. If you are going in garage, you can follow your eye right here by simply activating mid-flight, just like this.
I'll find you.
So that way you will know if there's anyone close in these areas or in window.
There.
One thing to mention is that you can spot in front of A main from B. Just simply wanna place your cursor next to this wall where this red line is, right here. And you just wanna jump, run and throw, and when the barrier goes down you just wanna throw it. So it will look like this.
Where are you?
Just like that, very simple. It would land on this corner right here and it would spot anyone in this area. If you are pushing with Fate on C, you can try doing this simple lineup. Just wanna stand anywhere in this backside, and then you wanna place your cursor above these horns, just like this, and you just simply run and throw it,
Where are
just like that. And it's gonna land all the way here in the back. The enemies would not really expect it, and you can get some valuable info out of it. However, if you made your way to the cabin, you can very simply go all the way here in the corner and place your cursor right on this corner as well, just like that, and simply throw it. It's gonna land perfectly on the corner of this box. That way it might surprise enemies and you will get some info if there's anyone close in these spots or anyone
There.
at the wood. One of the best lineups that I would recommend you using when you are retaking B side is by simply standing in this corner and placing your cursor on this
There.
antenna, and you simply jump and throw it at the highest point of your jump, so it would look like this.
Where are you?
And it's gonna land on this corner. That way it would spot anyone who'd be in these spots. It gets you a lot of info if there's anyone on default,
Plant the spike.
backside, or anyone on side here in these spots. And of course you can do this from spawn as well. Just wanna stand at this second window right in the middle and place your cursor where these three
There.
roofs connect, right here. And just simply place your cursor there and jump and throw it.
I'll find you.
Just like that, and it's gonna land right here. It would get you a bit less info. It would check in these spots
Plant the spike.
and anyone who would be close to the default. If you want to get info if there's anyone on C-long, there are two ways. You can either very simply throw it like this,
Where are you?
so that way it lands anywhere here on the roof, just like that, or you can try to stand in this corner, run and jump and throw in the level of this roof. Just want to be looking straight in front of you, so simply run and throw it,
I'll find you.
just like that. And it's gonna land right here on the roof, and it would spot if there's anyone in front of C or in these spots. So yeah, that's all for this video. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you guys soon. Bye.